not really a farming day today. I've been helping out with the maize all day, which is over there where the cars are, and the ice cream man. But every group of visitors gets a sunflower to take home, and we're kind of like running out of them in the main field. So we don't want to take too many out in case it looks bald at the far end, or they're too big to carry. So I've just come to one of the margins. We've got to take some out of here. There's a load along this front here, so we'll just take them. And I think I've burnt my face again. Don't know whether you'll see on the video, but this is Himalayan balsam. Now when you touch it, can you see the things exploding? Let's try over here. See? I'm going to do that in slow motion. Yeah, so if you just touch it, they explode and they scatter the seeds really far. So that's just what happened then when I walked into them. That's why it grows everywhere really quickly and takes over. Just come to see Andrew now. He's got the straw rake on, basically raking the stubbles, scattering all the chaff about, so that it kills all the slugs, gives them a headache, knocks the seeds over on the eggs, and then the eggs get ultraviolet light then. And the ultraviolet light then kills the eggs and stops them being viable. So this stops the slugs breeding. And I don't know why he's got the flashing beacons on. It stops the slugs breeding. And then when we sow the next wheat crop in it, they won't eat the wheat seeds. So he's doing it on the fast track because it's the only tractor that has all-round suspension. Well, a few others do, but only tractor that we have. Most tractors only just have it on the front axle. So it makes it comfier because you basically go as fast as you can pull it. It's about 7.5 meters wide. And it literally just scratches the floor, and then all these little bits of chaff, it scatters them right across the whole width of the combine. So that's why he's doing it at a diagonal to what the combine's gone. So if there's trails of chaff that's come out the back of the combine, we scatter them right across the field so that there's less chance for slugs to breed and hide underneath. So it's a very fast job. I mean, this 50-acre field, he's probably only been in it about an hour, and he's only got a quarter of it left. So it's a perfect day because the soil's dry. And then we've got this little micro tilth as well. So if there's any weed seeds now, they'll germinate pretty quickly. And then that'll create what we call a stale seed bed. So we'll spray that off with glyphosate. And then when we put our new seeds in, hopefully the only thing that's going to grow then is the seeds that we put in. So this field was oilseed rape. So there'll be little volunteer oilseed rapes that had shed before we got the combine in. It should green over like a mat. And then when we'll then drill our wheat seeds into it. And the slugs hopefully should carry on. If only what slugs are left, will carry on eating the oilseed rape, and we'll leave the wheat seeds alone, and then the wheat seeds will grow up then through the oilseed rape, and then we'll about 2 days before we think the wheat's going to poke up, we'll spray off the oilseed rape, and then it'll take about a week or two for that to die. So the slugs will be feeding on the old oilseed rape rather than the wheat crop. So there he is. So he's probably doing about 20 mile an hour there, which doesn't sound fast, but for a tractor it's pretty quick. Some tractors don't even do that on the road. So the fast track's definitely the best tractor to do it on. I'll try and get a slow motion of it now. I've definitely burnt my face. I know it seems like a long time ago winter, but if you see this brown track here, this is basically where the sprayer had put ruts in during the winter when we've been spraying weed control and fertiliser on the oilseed rape crop that we had in it. So it was really rough. It was that rough that we had to come in with something and level the tram lines where the sprayer had driven before we baled the field, because we didn't want to basically damage the baler, because it's got like lots of different workings on it that are a bit like a clockwork kind of clock, and if it shakes and bounces about, it can destroy them. So we leveled the ruts off before we baled the middle of the field. The outside of the field was chopped, so that's why we could do that. Just following Adam now on the baler. So he's basically baling the straw. The field I put yesterday, some wheat straw to bill. So he's basically got spines on the front, and then spin that. Every so often it'll make a hissing noise where it blows compressed air on the knotters. Knotters are what tie the string. There you go, there's it was then. And if the knotters get dusty, you can't grip the string properly. So every sort of like, well, twice a bale, it blasts it with air to clean it. So I'll try and get it to do it now while I'm following it. Listen to the top, well, hear a hiss and then the cirrus cloud. Well, now, every time it comes to bale. There we go. So the bales have about 6 strings on them and weigh about 1/3 of a ton, so 3 of them make a ton. So not that many this year because it's been so dry and then so wet and then so dry. So like the corn yields are down, so the straw yields. That's about all for today, so I'll see you all tomorrow.